Okay, so these are my planters that I did, sealed a few days ago. I'm going to put plugs in them, and if somebody doesn't want them to have drainage, then they can just not worry about it. Or if they want it to have drainage, they just pop the plug back out. Now, I use these little half-inch 13 millimeter plugs, plastic plugs from Amazon, because they match the size of my little rods. Now, sometimes these can go in a little bit tight, and if they go in a little bit tight, I'll show you what to do. So what you can do with these is you can either put them in from the top or the bottom. I kind of like them from the top, and I have pretty big hands, so sometimes getting these things to go down and see. So, and if they don't want it, they can just knock it out, push it back out. But I like to put them in there just in case people like them. Now, if they go in there and they go in there a little bit tight, you can cut one of these between the little ribs, because sometimes these little things that stick out here a little bit can stick out a little bit too far. So what I do by cutting this is it'll let me get this a little bit tighter, a little bit smaller to fit in a hole. So I do that. Then I just work it down, and they're in there. And they sit flush. Now you could put them on the bottom if you want to. It's all personal preference. I kind of like them on the inside. And so what I'll do is I'll just cut that there, give it a little bit more give. And if you want to, you can put them in the bottom. So you can put them in the bottom or put them in, inside, either way. Personal preference. And to get them out, they just pop right back out. Where's my... So yeah, they just pop right back out. So you can just put something in there and just push them right back out. So either way, I think they look a little nicer inside, but that's me. So that's what I do with these, because I like to close the holes up a lot of times on some of this stuff. And if people just want them, they can just push the little thing back out. So, and I like these because of how they sit flush. So I still need to put feet on these. Let's see, nice in there. I mean, in theory, you could put one on the top and one on the bottom if you wanted to. But these fit my little plastic rods that I use to make the drainage holes. So, yeah, I mean, in theory, you could just put one on the top and one on the bottom. And then if they want to, see, they just go in. So it just kind of depends. Do you want it on the top or do you want it on the bottom? Doesn't make too much of a difference. So that's it for those. This is kind of a short one. Tomorrow I got to put on feet. So what I'm going to do is, so you can either use scissors or wire cutters. You don't want to do it to cut it's just plastic, so it's pretty easy to cut. So tomorrow I got to put feet on, and what I'll show you when I put feet, considering that I sealed these yesterday, I'm actually going to put silicone feet on them, but I'm going to glue them to the bottom of these things, just to make sure that they don't get knocked off. So I'll actually physically glue them on, but I'll show you how to do that. We can either use silicone feet or we can use little cork feet. There's so many different ways to do this. It really just depends on whatever you want to do and depends on whatever kind of clearance you want. With these little cats, what I'm probably going to do with the little cats is do cork feet on them. Put like 4 little cork feet, maybe one in the middle. But we'll do those tomorrow. I'm not going to do those today. I'm going to let these sit for another day. Because since I sealed them yesterday, I don't want to jack with them yet. I'll jack with them tomorrow. and we'll get those sealed, and we'll get those with feet on them. Then they'll be ready for this weekend. So that's about it. Thanks, bye.